Hello everyone and welcome to Fat 50 and Running a Marathon, a channel dedicated to health, diet, fitness, and goal achievement. I'm your humble host Topher, and I hope you'll like this video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly share your thoughts, opinions, and relatable stories in the comments section. This is the Thick or Thin Thursday video for the 12th of September 2024. I had the surgery yesterday, and Nancy will include a picture of my foot post-surgery in the video. You'll see that. But yes, I had surgery on my left foot yesterday, or specifically on my toes. Had to deal with some bone spurs. It was really complicated. They shaved down some bone. They put a pin in my toes. It was a real mess, and I'm naturally a little bit sore today, but still able to walk around. I've got this boot to walk on, and I've got a cane to walk with. So I'm doing all right in that respect. Over the course of the week, I did not get the knee exercises done as frequently as I wish I had. I had said I was going to shoot for twice a day. That didn't happen. Some days it didn't happen at all. But you know, I figured something out, and it's going to relate. I'm going to come back to that issue for this week's question. I finished reading 59 Seconds by Richard Wiseman. Really good book. I'm currently rereading it now. It is about the idea of, it's about the science of thinking, actually, and I love books that are about the science of thinking. One of the things that it's very good at pointing out is that there are a lot of beliefs that we've held for a long time that are not, that nobody has really even questioned. And he's very good at pointing out that some of these things that we take as gospel truth, maybe you need to do a little bit of looking up and see if that's really the case or not. I remember for the longest time, this isn't brought up in the book, but I'm remembering this. For years, decades even, we were told that hair and nails continue to grow even after death on a corpse. As it turns out, that's not the case at all. It's the skin receding. So, I mean, there's a lot of things out there that we've all taken as gospel truth for forever. And what Weissman is saying in this book is you need to quit taking these things as gospel truth without looking up and seeing if they're actually true or not. I reread You Can't Screw This Up by Adam Bornstein. It's a really good book about diet and exercise. I don't want to disseminate it down to just these few bits, but he starts the whole book off with these really good questions, and I think these are good questions to ask whether you're reading his book or not. And they are: 1. What happened the last time a nutrition plan didn't work for me? 2. How am I likely to fail as a healthy eater? 3. What really upsets me when I start a new diet? 4. When am I most likely to struggle with this plan? 5. What are the types of food I always desire that don't work on most diets? And 6. When do I get the hungriest? And don't worry, I'm going to put those questions in the body of the description for this video, so that will be down there as well. Reread Cashvertising by Eric Whitman. It's a really good book. It's a really good book for writing copy. And honestly, as I said it last time, I'll say it again. I've heard this many, many times. Whatever business you actually think you're in, you're actually in sales. And being able to write good copy, you don't have to be an advertiser to want to write good copy. It makes you write better memos. It makes you write better and more attention-grabbing emails. So anyway, I think it's just a good book to read if you ever do any sort of interplay with other people. So I acquired, thanks to my friend Heidi, a 8-pack of Peeps, and over the course of 3 nights, I managed to make it last. It was an 8-pack, so the fact that I managed to make 8 Peeps last 3 nights is saying quite a bit. Of course, that was done only with the help of my wife Nancy. She made it possible for me to do that by regulating me, but I wanted to bring that up because last time, as I mentioned before, I just tore through, I believe it was a 12-pack or maybe even more than that of Peeps in one sitting. So the fact that I spread 8 Peeps out across 3 nights, I'm feeling pretty good about that. What I wanted to address for this week's question, because as I mentioned, I did not get the I did not do 2 knee strengthening exercises per day like I had intended to. So here's the question. When I start a project, like a new exercise routine, I can usually guarantee days 1, 2, and 3. But 4, 5, and 6, that's where I start to falter. So I've decided that no matter what the project is, I'm going to reward myself for days 4, 5, and 6. And so the question I pose to you is, are you like this too? Do you go in full steam with days 1, 2, and 3, and by the time 4, 5, and 6, or maybe even further down the line, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, you're losing the steam? If so, what do you do about that? Have you done anything about that? Have you figured out what to do about that? That's what I want to know. Let's hear about your experiences, your failures, your successes. Or are you good enough that once you start the momentum with days 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6 come just as naturally as days 1, 2, and 3, and even 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you've still got the momentum going. If you are that fortunate enough to have that much self-discipline and willpower, please tell us in the comments section what we could do to achieve the same thing. It may be difficult for you because this is, just a personality trait that you have, and if so, that's great. I commend you on it. But if you could give the rest of us any insight on how to keep the steam, the momentum going when you start a new project, I'd love to hear about that, and that is the question that I'm posing this week. So, hopefully, well, not hopefully, with the foot surgery yesterday, the idea is to get the surgeries done so that the recovery can happen, so that the actual training can start sooner for the marathon. But even if it ends up being fat 50 and 50 or fat 55 and running a marathon, I vowed I was going to run a marathon. I'm going to do it. So if it takes a little bit longer, then that's just what it takes. But anyway, I just want to let you know what was up, let you know that the surgery was yesterday and things seemed to go well. The doctor seemed to be pleased. And so that's where we are, and that's where I am. And hopefully you're doing well. And as I said, I've said before, I say it again, this is not the topher channel. This is the channel for people to talk to each other and about their experiences and help each other out. So hopefully we'll get some discussion going in the comments section. Until next week, remember, only by taking care of ourselves first are we capable of taking care of others. Thanks for watching. Topher.